within the 42 laws and the 42 confessions, right? So most people live in the way of their own mind. And when you live in the way of your own mind, you know what I'm saying? Like still got to answer to the divine, especially for things that you gain in life, how you move through life, things you get away with and the things you don't get away with. All this is important because it's granted. That spirit allowing you to procure safety or be in certain predicaments that allow you to grow or fail according to your action. Now, when something great comes in your life and it serves the love aspect of the creation of all, the unconditional love aspect of the creation of all, that energy in itself, when it's served to its highest benefit, you're going to get blessings from that. It's not even a question or maybe or why this or why. It ain't got nothing to do with that. No matter how anybody looks at it, you're going to get blessings from that. So with that being said, most of the time, everybody's self-serving, man. They think, well, if I do this, I'll be this, and I can do that, and I'll still be able to. The world got people head effed up, like to the fullest extent. Like they got people head all the way messed up. And I'm not even sad for that because it's a choice. You think TV states law. You think the worst situations that took place state law. You think being this angry, bitter, lying, manipulated person is law. You got to live up to all that, and you got to answer for that. There's nothing you can do around that. You got to answer it. Even if you're looking down on something and you feel that you're higher above, you got to answer for that. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to answer for that because everything that's connected to you is there for a reason. It's just like you seeing a butterfly float around and you're gonna swat it away because you can. Maybe a fly because they supposed to be on shit, but you ain't gonna do that to the beautiful things of life, the things that show you how to procure love, right? So then you got temper tantrums, you know what I'm saying? You got people, you know what I'm saying, who have temper tantrums and then they get mad because they fucked up. And instead of apologizing or fixing the energies that they messed up on, they spit banter. They go off in the world and they talk banter. They lie and they try to make themselves look like another energy. When in fact, that is not what's under that layer. That is not what's there. That is not who you are. Back in the day, old heads used to tell me, like, yo, you can't tell all your stuff. You got to keep some of that to you. And I used to be like, but I care. I want to share. I want to love. You know what I'm saying? These are my friends. These are my people. You know what I'm saying? They like, yo, everybody ain't your people, man. And I couldn't learn unless I took it. I got it concentrated. You know what I'm saying? I had to get it like straight from the source. I had to get it concentrated. That's how I learned from anything in life. And people will hide within their actions, but they won't speak to their truth. They don't want to speak to their truth because they're scared of that. So it's the same thing as like true people facing their demons. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got that good in you, but you got to face your demons. So what about people who got demons in them? They got to face their truth. It's the same thing. Like you can't get away from this. You know what I'm saying? Like they got to face their truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just hearing what I heard early today, you know what I'm saying, just let me know that the evil is real. It's really trying to manipulate and lie to save face. Because, and then on top of that, it thinks it's slick. It thinks it's slick. It's slick. You had a place, you had an opportunity, you had chances. You know what I mean? And because you threw all that away, somebody else has to take the responsibility for your actions. Life don't work like that. Life don't work like that for no one. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to keep going. And I've had my energy sucked out of me so many times, brought down to nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just tried to shake all my energy out, right? You know what I learned how to do? I learned how to put it back. I learned how to put it back a long time ago. So no, if you do me dirty, You lie, cheat, steal from me. I don't consider you after I'm gone. You are now invisible. Period. And what comes with that's something you're going to have to deal with. I've been treated like that. Made invisible. When my heart was pure. And that didn't even matter because the divine was like, I got you. Come to me. Don't worry about going into that. Learn to sacrifice for something higher than yourself or something greater than you understand. And then work that muscle, put practice into that. Because you're going to spiral down into a depth that you never know you can be. It's a lonely world, yo. It's a cold, lonely world. And when you start going down so far that you ain't know you can get there, it's hell to climb out. That's not a place you want to be. That's not a place you want to be. And that's not for particulars. That's for anybody on this planet. Be mindful, you know what I mean, of the things you say, do, the energies you carry. That is the image that you're representing. Who is being the image of righteousness? You know? Said, man, without judgment, cast the first stone. So it doesn't even matter, like, how well are you maintaining your righteousness? Or are you just walking around, I ain't doing nothing. If that's how you feel, you know what I'm saying, go ahead. But the universe knows better. Hold on. The universe knows better. And it's not like everything that happens, every little secret, every little lie is not being recorded. So even if people are not agreeance with your life, I don't want to say the wrong word. Well, fuck it. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Like how a person looks at how I am. That never bothered me at all. I'd have been in plenty fights, you know what I'm saying? I'd have been in the worst situations. Like that never bothered me. I could care less how somebody looks at me. Only thing I care about what sees me is the divine energy. And if I'm able to record the things that they're giving me to use. Like if I'm able to access that, that means more to me than anything. And if you can't access that, you need to find out why. Because that means you might be cut off by your own actions. Being to myself is a great energy to use and grow with, you know. I attract animals, man. Like I could be just chilling and animals come from nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I don't really get mixed up into the value of how great or how not great I am. I just look for the information that the divine has to offer. And the more doing that, the more you're going to grow in that aspect. And everything you need to get through to be a certain way is going to be there for you to access. But when your focus is on tearing down somebody that brought you love, that brought you opportunity, that brought you warmth and comfortability and know-how, you're not tearing down that person. You're attacking the divine, the all creator of everything. I don't think that's a fight you really want. Because if the divine takes away everything from you, borderline death is something you have to experience. You know, they had stories back in the day where they would say people would go through stuff so much, they would beg for death. They would beg for it and still wouldn't die because they had to suffer. I don't wish that on no one. But that is the charge for going against the divine. And if that's what you want for the rest of your life, then fine. Have at it. I wish you the best. You know what I'm saying? Love it. If that's what you want to be in that much pain, that much suffering. I don't. I'd rather be in the light of the divine. I'm a su in pa intra sauk su emit ra in pa intra sauk su emit ra in pa intra wu or wu ra maketi pa eru Yo, look. Oh man. And see, me being full of the energy that I have for individuals, or the love, you know what I'm saying, that I have for that aspect of people, I feel people. I can feel, you know what I'm saying? I can feel the pain in situations. I can feel sadness. You know what I'm saying? I can feel people being confused. I can feel lost energy. And I hurt for the world, yo. I hurt for other people. I be like, dang, only thing you gotta do is give in to the divine. There's been so many times I've seen something on TV and I'll cry. I be like, that's sad. That's real sad. I'll cry, genuinely. I have no problem with showing my emotions. I have nothing to hide. You know why? Because I'm of the creator. We are all of the creator. So how can I not feel what the creator's feeling? Even the creator inside of me, from the flesh inside. There's nothing outside I really have to focus on. The outside is what's inside of me. And you can get to that inside, but you can also be cluttered with your insides to where you can't dive that deep inside yourself. Like diving deep inside yourself, you're going to come to levels of memory that people access within you, inside yourself. And you still got to keep going deeper until you come back out here, inside yourself. There's levels of meditations that I've done that I thought I created within myself, when in fact I'm following the path. That's how I know I was following the divine. It was like, wow, you can see it? Keep going, my nigga. Yeah, I'm there. Naga. You know, get out your head. Greatness doesn't come from what you think your physical can do. Being an alpha is not how big you are, how much you can fight. Obtaining things in life has nothing to do with how bad you are as far as shitting people. That's not what life is about. This life is about how big your spirit is and how much you're connected to the higher pretense. How much love you got to give. Not physical love, the intention. I don't feel sad for nobody that intentionally does anything wrong. Leave it up to the divine. Have at it. NAGA Knowledge. Untwine this braid of confusion that you use to go through life thinking that you understand the depths of what we live in or what we stand on. There is things that don't sit within the existence of our reality that people have no clue about the depths and the treachery that comes from. And I don't think nobody wants to go there. I don't think you ever want to access that because it's still here. It's not a fairy tale. It's not stories. It's just unseen to you. I ain't gonna hold you. You already know the vibes. NAGA.